Senso. Yo, folks, what's happening? And welcome back to the IndiScots Scots with Soul podcast. Today is week 104. No, I always get that wrong. The week is 39.
39? Jesus Christ, you're wishing your time away.
I'm gonna make a
104?
I'm gonna make an on purpose mistake. Fuck it, that's what we're starting with, right? But this week on Scots with Soul podcast, we have Stooweec with us. How you doing, Stewie? And welcome back.
So, can says again.
We have Killie, who was killed today with a zombie with no arms. How you doing, Killie, son?
Dick.
And we have Viper, who is going to be bench pressed by Vanessa at some point this week when the two of them get together, and you're going to be sharing it on our Discord and our social medias.
I'll be perfectly honest, right? I don't think it's going to be this week.
It needs to be.
Like,
it needs to be. As soon
should
as.
try,
I want Vanessa to run into your room the new. Be like, right, Viper.
Right.
Just throw you back into your chair.
Fucking his room.
She just come in, she'll be like, throw him back in his chair.
Nah, mate, that's the bench, not that. Oh, fuck.
But aye, we've been doing Game Blast all
She doesn't have to
weekend.
get the fuck away from me.
We've been doing Game Blast all weekend. Game Blast is a charity that's run for a charity called Special Effect. And what it does is it helps disabled people, not just disabled kids, it helps all like disabled people of all ages get back into gaming. But see, the thing about the kids is some kids have never experienced video games before, and this charity is going to open up a whole new world to them. So that's why we were doing Game Blast. We had a goal of 100, we've hit 450, and the 400 mark was the mark that Vanessa's going to attempt to bench press Viper. But aye, I'll run this wee video about John before we start, right?
My name's John, 32 years old, and have this ambition to, as I got older, my muscles get weaker, to the point where I can no longer use a controller. I found them by searching through Google. I watched some of the videos from what they'd done before. And I thought, yeah, they could possibly get me gaming again. Special Effect that helped me put together a setup using a mini joystick and light touch switches and the ability to use my voice to control certain bits of the game. I really wanted to be able to play Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm also like into the racing games as well. I'm most proud of winning my first online race against them, to the people from around the world, on them 4-5. So I'm a very good driver. But on that one, I actually won. Games are a big part of my social life. It's given me more chance to meet new people and game with them online. I'm able to join in with my friends to like play games that they've been playing, and ones I never thought that I could until I got these switches. I really enjoy games with my brothers. Keep you entertained and have a laugh. It made my life a lot better. Yeah, they've been really brilliant.
So there we go, guys. There's the Special Effect video. That's a guy called John, and he's been back into gaming because of Special Effect. So I think we can all take this time to give ourselves a wee pat in the back. We've done well this weekend. We did really do well this weekend. Well done, boys. And thank you to all who donated.
Dog's like,
really great.
Dog!
Dog's like, what? Pats in the back? I want my of them.
Give the dog some pat. We'll probably triple our viewership by having the dog on the stream.
He's too busy playing with his teddies. He's way too busy playing with his teddies.
Hot dog.
No.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Are we not providing any context previously?
I will provide some context.
Hot dog in the throat now.
I will. Get the hot dog down the throat while I'm providing context, right?
Gobble,
Let's
gobble,
do it,
spam,
yeah.
spam.
Right.
All right.
So
I've not been practicing, so
on Friday
see how this goes.
and today, between 2 and 6 on both the days, we were doing a thing called Wheel of Misfortune on IndiScots. And we had to spin the wheel for it was a $5 was minimum donation, and Stewie got put forward as a wheel spin. And what he
Wait, no,
got
yeah,
was
I've not got my dick out.
swallow the hot dog hole. Yeah, so me, I tried, I attempted
Attempt
it.
number 2.
I attempted it 3 times. Kelly attempted it 3 times. Yaldi's attempted it a few more times as well because we tried it on Friday. But Darkast gubbed it and won. Darkast fucking gubbed it
I think he's an
and
expert
won.
though. Like,
Oh man.
It was a good attempt, Stewie. We've seen it disappear onto your mouth and then it pop up pirated.
It just
it.
popped back up. I felt it. I fucking felt it come back.
no, the weirdest part, right, is that when I just saw it all go down, I thought, "Fuck, he's actually done it." And then, it didn't even go like, "Whew," it just went.
But aye, for reference, right, we all seen Stewie do that there, but for reference, here's Darkast.
Jesus Christ.
The hot dog challenge was supposed to be something that was going to be failed. Do you know what I mean? It was supposed to be something that...
I'm not gonna lie, right? I know this sounds like I'm just trying to pick flaws in this. I don't think he actually done it.
No, he done it.
Do you know what I think?
He done it.
I just have a weird feeling that he somehow managed to like break it in half in his mouth and then swallow them like that.
No, he done it. He done it. He
Well,
fucking done it.
his tonsils were that strong, it just went.
The camera
"Fuck,"
angles,
right?
the camera angles was...
No, like used his tongue to push up against his roof of his mouth. I need to see it in person, I think.
No, he
must-
done it. Like we were sitting here, we had a good angle. We were watching him intently. Fair enough, the angles on the stream were a wee bit bad, but do you know what I mean? And my camera's on 2 places. I thought I had all the angles covered, but Darkast seemed to find the bad angles. But he fucking done and did it, man. So
That's fucking.
you could see your face, Stewie, man. Oh man, it took us a few hours to
Cry,
recover,
mate.
didn't it, Cuddy?
To be fair, like I think you would be like crying after that. Like,
To be honest, we were struggling. We'd have like 3 bloody teaspoons of salt and a bloody hot dog today.
Oh, fuck.
Me and Kelly
At least
done the
they didn't have
salt
to
lick
do the salt.
twice before it today, man. 2 salt licks before it, man. Oh.
Oh, man.
But 450 quid for Game Blast and special effect, it was well worth it. Well worth it. Who's in chat tonight anyway? Kasara's in chat, Yaldi Time's in chat, Sleeps is in chat, Estevarius is in chat, Rab's in chat. How we doing, guys, and welcome back, man. Did we all have a good Game Blast? What about you, Stewie? Did you have a good Game Blast, son?
Oh yeah, man. I really enjoyed the stream that I really enjoyed the stream that I had. I mean, yeah, lots of people came by, and there were a few people who would have never have even thought came by, and then even dropped a wee bit. So it was, yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was
I'm
a
just
good
gonna
experience.
I'm very quickly going to point out the fact that what Kasara82 says. Why has Viper got off with not doing it? Even the bench with Vanessa shouldn't counteract that. Viper, you want
There
to give
was-
that a shot?
There was no
no, go to hot
donation
dogs,
put
mate.
forward for Viper. There was no donation put forward for Viper.
no
And
donations.
Two
Stewie,
seconds.
I
2
don't have any-
seconds.
I don't have any hot dogs either, so I can't prove it.
the
I've
Wheel
got
of
any hot dogs.
Fortune, the Wheel of Misfortune was only 2 to 6. We're no longer taking them.
Box.
And
Actually, I don't know. Do I have a hot dog?
well, if he has a hot dog, go check. Go check now.
I'll go check if I've got hot dogs.
Down at Fresh Air.
If there's above a £5 donation during the podcast, Viper has to do it. If there's not, then he doesn't have to do it. Okay?
Or pay
Because-
$7.50 and he can go out and get hot dogs to do.
But I was asking folk if they were up for it. Do you know what I mean? And Viper wasn't one of the people that says go back to me. So people that didn't get back to me saying that they were up for it, I'm not going to try and force a hot dog down their throat. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, that was the best 87p that I ever spent on Ye Old Oak. I got the same shit that you did. They weren't bad. I mean, I ate the other 7 and then tried to deep throat the last. So.
8 the other 7. What about you, Kelly San? Did you have a good Game Blast and a good weekend?
I did. I enjoyed doing yesterday morning and keeping running because some idiot didn't get up in time.
Who was that
then
idiot? Get them here now and I'll
Might have been
scold
you.
them.
Might have been you. Bloody idiot. Oh, and then there was the opening night when the person had the wrong chat room up as well. Who was that too?
Oh, get them here, I'll scold them. Listen,
But other than that, I enjoyed licking salt and trying to deep throat a hot dog. It's a life lesson that I'll probably never forget. So
Listen,
thank you for that, everyone. And thanks for all the money everyone has paid for it.
I'm a professional
How did
streamer,
life
right?
react?
And I make professional streamer mistakes, right? Like bring up the wrong chat window to read and stuff like that because I'm used to streaming on 2 channels. But we didn't miss it because I've got to see the wee chat overlay for COD 8 my dog. That was coming up on stream and I was like, what's the message? How come there's no messages only coming up in the chat? Oh, it was a nightmare.
Did you?
Oh, it was a nightmare, man. The start of the stream was a nightmare and then the camera was all laggy. Aye.
I had to gub a hot dog even though I won at rock, paper, scissors.
He didn't win. He didn't actually win. Okay.
But see, the thing is, right, he lost at rock, paper, scissors. But see, when I done, right, Killie's out, he done, Killie's out. Do you know what I mean?
His own
That
fault.
invited himself back in, man.
It's only, like, we done the rock, paper, scissors, right? Spun the wheel, it landed on, attempt to swallow a hot dog and yelled done, wait a minute, I didn't lose. He was right, but at the same time, we had made the decision whether it had been a wrong decision or not. And we were only doing it one time today, so it would have happened
Oh, he's
anyway.
got something in his hand.
Does he have hot dog?
Yeah, he had something in his hand.
Right. Didn't have hot dogs.
Ah,
For fuck's sake.
But
He did have a donut because he's fat.
I've got this.
Ah, it's okay. I'm happy enough to watch you spoon that.
we're going to get to see Viper do
This.
something stupid anyway. Good.
Oh, don't even bother. Oh, I'd prefer the cinema.
Do it with a red vine. I could do it with a red vine.
A red
I could
vine.
do it with a red vine.
A red vine,
Red
the
vine.
sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Red
I'd,
licorice.
right, but licorice is absolute fucking gash, anyways. So yeah, I hope you choke on it.
Red
Yeah,
vines
Audi's
are
got it.
fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
Audi's got it.
Right,
Salt, cinnamon,
as
at the same
Viper
time.
gets prepared, we're going to
All of
look.
them.
Wait, no, 2 seconds, Viper. We're just
Salt
having a
and
wee
cinnamon
look
at
at
the
Game Blast, right?
That just seems like a way to ruin my throat for the rest of my life.
He can't hear me, can't he?
Fuck me, is that how much they've made?
Yes, their goal is 100k. Their goal is 100k. They're at 86,000 just now, and we have 450 to donate at the end of this stream. So they're at 87,000 just now with our donations in. Just shy of 87,000. So
No, over 87,000.
no 400. Yeah. Over, maths.
You're really making
Yeah,
a lot of mistakes
yes.
today, aren't you, man?
I've got so many things on my mind, man. So many things on my mind. My
It's
mind's
all
been
part
running.
of the fun, to be honest.
Nah, exactly.
But aye, 86.6k they've made. Well done. It's fucking well done to everybody who's taken part. There's been loads of streamers active this weekend taking part in Game Blast from all different shapes, sizes and nationalities and colours. It's been great. It's great to see the community come together for such a great cause.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I said even when I was on stream was imagine if any of the 4 of us, for some reason, just got part. Oh, you're meant to deep throat a Viper, and they just eat it. Aye.
I've got 3, I want to eat one.
Aye, it's just imagine. Granted, like it's Trust, Killie, and myself. We're primarily gaming, but Viper's more. What do you say?
You almost says we're primarily gay.
Primarily gaming. Yeah, we're gaming. And then Viper just does like random shit with Barbie dolls. But still, imagine if we all lost the feeling, say,
Paints
from
Barbie
shoulders
dolls.
down. Imagine if we all lost the feeling from the shoulders down. Trust you wouldn't be able to play.
That's a funny looking Barbie doll.
You wouldn't be able to play. You wouldn't be able to play
Dude,
Civ.
I couldn't
just-
imagine. I really couldn't imagine not being able to game, man. I really couldn't. That's why I got myself involved and
Yeah.
put it forward to everybody to get involved in this because, like, it can happen to us at any time. Do you know what I mean? It really
That's-
can.
That's the thing why I find John's video would be the biggest is the fact that he used to play like FIFA with his mates and he couldn't anymore. And God, I can't even think of like how I would feel if I was in the same position. Like
It's really hard to empathise with them. Yes, you're right. It really is. But the video with John in it makes it easier for somebody like me or you, Stewie, to empathise with. Do you know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
like you say, he talks about it being taken away from him and not being able to do it anymore. and that is that's why it's like, it sounds petty saying like I've got this really bad fear that I'll never be able to play video games again, that something happens to me, but at the same time, do you know what I mean? It's genuine. Do you know what I mean?
It's a big part of my life, not just for the escapism and for the enjoyment, but it's even just for the social aspect. Like how many? I finished work, instantly came on. And I was speaking to my mate that I've known for like the last 6 years now. I've been chatting away to him, and I've got plans basically next year to be heading out to Sweden to go meet him, to actually go spend a few days.
I suppose it's a question for chat, ain't it? Like, chat. How many of you in chat have got one good friend that you met through video gaming? Just put a yes or a no in chat, just to see how. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if like you can see how many people have made friends through it. Do you know what I mean? So
there we are. That's Grim and Casara already verified that. I mean, all right. Wait, is that? I can't tell. It's fucking Tickles, of course it is. I'll let others speak when I've finished. All right, mate. But yeah, it's one of the things. Like Tickles, do you know Tickles? Yeah, do you know Grim in person, or did you meet him first of all through playing video games? Because that's how I've met a lot of the guys that I've known. Like,
that's how I met everybody through IndiScots.
Exactly.
I met everybody through IndiScots online first, and then met them in person later. I mean, today was the first time I've ever met Killie in person.
Fucking hell.
Never going again.
That must have been a bit disappointing.
Never going again. It's just nothing but salty sausages at Trussell's house.
Well, that sounds like a good tagline for a porno.
Salt and saucy.
But let's have a wee look at this, right?
Salt and sauce on my kebab, please.
This is some stories from the GameBlast website, right? And just a few articles on it. They've not updated it over the weekend, but this guy here, he's actually he's benefited from this special effect, and he was streaming. He was doing a 12-hour marathon. Joe, a young man with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, is looking forward to powering through his 12-hour video game marathon this weekend, despite his very limited physical abilities. Although he can't use standard game controller, a keyboard, he can still enjoy the excitement and inclusion of video games because of customised tech setup put together by Special Effect. Joe is one of hundreds of video gamers across the UK and beyond who are uniting to play games this weekend to help people that can't. They'll be playing as part of Special Effects' annual Game Blast weekend, a festival of sponsored gaming marathons and events that takes place in a multitude of bedrooms, lounges, village halls, colleges, studios, boardrooms, all with the aim of raising £100,000 to help the charity transform the lives of more gamers like Joe. So there's a wee screenshot of Joe, and it's a really good overview. Like, well in yourself, Joe. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking good on you, man. Like, you've been helped, so it's time to put the work in and help some other people. Like, well in, man. Like, it's a great charity. What do you think about it, Killie?
Well, as you said, it's a great charity, and the ones I like, you realise it's not just people that are, born with disabilities. It helps people that have, been injured or other either that and are now disabled and can't get back to what they used to be. But it also then helps other people who've never experience it. So it's great that it covers everyone. I think that's the best bit. It doesn't just try to target someone that's never enjoyed it or someone that has enjoyed it and lost it. It tries to help everyone.
Yeah. What about you, Viper Son?
Should I be devil's advocate? Nah, you can't be devil's advocate with something like this. This is something that is like, some charities are doing something and you're like, oh, cool, that's cool. You're helping people. But no, these people are generally like, they've seen something that can generally change people's lives, and they're doing it. They're not just taking the money and going, thank you, we're going to go build a well. They're taking it and they're actually putting it towards the money. We're building a well.
I thought we were going to build a wall over my stream.
No, it's a well.
Locks too in the wall. But no, we've been taking the donations through our own PayPal. This is just something to clear it up for folk that maybe wonder why we're doing it through a different source. But so as we could do it network wide and have no matter, regardless of what stream a donation went in on, it would come up network wide, and we could have the donation ticker like down below the wee bar, so as we could have that stuff. But at the end of this stream, it was all going through Killie's PayPal. So at the end of this stream, Killie will be donating that amount from his PayPal straight into the Just Giving page. So you'll see that at the end.
It. We're watching you, cunt.
We're watching you. No, but see, at the same time, Killie's the most trustworthy one out the lot of us. You've got to commit to it, Killie. You've got to commit to it. That's it. I like it. I like it. But
yeah,
when you go
Special
Viper,
Effect are amazing charity. Like, I don't know if it was John or if it was a Will, but it was the guy who was in a cycling accident.
yeah, that's Will,
Like,
That's Will.
Will.
the young boy. Aye.
Like with Will, like he was already gaming. He already knew that gaming was still a big part of his life, and just because something happened to him, he could no longer do that. And I don't think people realize like what effect that can actually have on people. Like if you take something that is such a big part of your life, just strip it away, it can throw people into right disarray. It can spiral people mental health wise, and
Yeah, of course
Special
it can,
Effect.
man. Of course it can. I
And
mean,
I'm
I've
not
seen
just
that
gonna
happen in the
go
past.
nuts,
Like,
but-
one of my friends was disabled, he had cerebral palsy, and he took his own life because of it. And, like, one of the things he couldn't do was play video games. Do you know what I mean? Like, he loved football. Like, see, when we were kids growing up, he was I don't want to say his name, but he was the mascot of the football team. Like, I was captain of the football team and he was mascot. And, like, see, there was some weeks where I would be like, I can't be bothered going to football. And you'd go the next week and he'd be there going, where the fuck were you last week? Do you know what I mean? He was much more dedicated than anybody that played in the football team, but he couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? So can you imagine the difference that would have made to his life if he knew about something like Special Effect and could play people at FIFA? Do you know what I mean? Engage in something that he loves. Like, that's one of the reasons it's so close to my heart. Do you know what I mean? But we'll read another one of the stories for their website. A wee bit of positive media for Game.
Aye.
A wee bit of positive media for Game. Game will be supporting Game Blast once again, with hundreds of people across stores, head office, and beyond getting. It's supposed to be beyond. Aye. With our purpose to fuel the passion for gaming, and one of our core values being live to play, Special Effects' fantastic work is very close to our hearts, and for us, Game Blast is the perfect way to do what we love, whilst helping to change the lives of disabled gamers at the same time.
See, they raised almost £20,000
Game alone, did they? Good on them, man. Fucking.
Jesus.
So, what they
It was
done
weird,
this.
but I just saw the person who's hosting it, Bex Bomb from Games Aberdeen store. I know her. Hiya, Bex.
There you go. See, I presented by Bexbum from Games Aberdeen store. The head office team will be live streaming from 10 AM Saturday, running through to 10 AM Sunday. So it was a 24-hour stream they done. Game will be linking with Sega's Game Blast stream to go head to head in Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. Exciting gameplays with games such as Trials Racing Grip. Alright, so they were doing all competitions and online competitions. That's good. That's maybe something that we should look into doing for next year, because we'll definitely be back at Game Blast next year.
Oh,
You-
God, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
This is a yearly occurrence for us now. 100%, man. Got to do it every year. But we'll switch away from Game Blast talk just now. And have we seen that Bowser is taking over at Nintendo America? They're actually
It's
giving the
beautiful.
keys. They're giving the
It's
keys of the
so
kingdom to Bowser.
I remember we were we slightly spoke of this last night. There's no chance that he's not changed his name, or like Nintendo forced him to do that. But at the same time, I have to
apparently,
Why
he
would
did
Nintendo
change his
force you to
name
change your name?
for
marketing
publicity.
stunt. I mean, Reggie was like the absolute face. You took a look at him, and you probably knew him better than Mario in most cases. Like, most of the internet would know Reggie better than Mario in most. I would be.
I'm not a
assuming.
huge Nintendo fan, so I didn't know him. I didn't know his face. But there's the after 15 years, the man, the myth, the infinitely memeable legend, Reggie Fils-Aime, has finally kicked enough ass and taken enough names. He's been succeeded as president of Nintendo America by a man with the greatest name of all, Doug Bowser. So here's the memes. Do you know what I mean? Like, There's so many different memes. Like, my favourite one is the one where they put Doug on Bowser's head. There it's there. There's my favourite one. Doug Bowser.
Fucking hell.
But there's people.
I've not seen that TV show in fucking years.
There's a few tweets down here, like, where is it? There's one and somebody says that they actually checked.
Put Doug Bowser in Smash, you cowards.
There it's there. Holly Green. Also, let me confirm that again, Doug Bowser did not change his last name for the Nintendo gig. Yes, I asked.
Yeah. It's so coincidental.
I think it's brilliant. But see, the one question I wanted to ask you was about it is, see if you were at Nintendo and you were the team that was hiring a new CEO. See, when a guy called Doug Bowser appeared on your CV lists, did you just pick him?
Nah, I'd be waiting for John Gannon instead.
One day there'll be someone called Mario.
I think there's a few Italian people called Mario already. Or are you talking about working in Nintendo?
Working Nintendo. There's definitely someone called Mario.
Yes.
There's just somebody called Mario somewhere in the world. I don't know.
If there's any
To be
Marios
fair,
out there.
I've been more impressed if there's someone called Waluigi.
Oh, add Waluigi to Smash.
Add Waluigi to Smash. Leads us on to the perfect next target. Did you see in January the Smash Bros community, or the Metal Gear community, sorry, went up in arms because Solid Snake's ass wasn't thick enough? Did you see this?
I'll need to see some pictures or videos. But
Thick Snake, right? I'll read a wee
Thick
bit.
Snake.
Right? Thick Snake. It's a truth and universally acknowledged that Metal Gear Solid has a big fat ass. Metal Gear's Solid Snake, fucking hell, has a big fat ass. The basic underpinning of the universe has now reached all corners of the internet, including Solid Snake's long-time voice actor. So as you can see there, his ass is perfectly defined, right? And even during the stream on Friday, when Diecast was here, Diecast was playing. See, when we were doing, one of the challenges was you had to play blindfolded. Well, when Diecast was playing blindfolded, he had the camera right in Snake's ass, and you could see Snake's perfectly defined ass just wiggling about on stream, and that's all we could talk about for 5 minutes. So it's a well-known fact that Snake has a thick ass. Yes,
Right.
Viper.
Do you know who I think started this?
Who?
Kojima.
Kojima.
I think it's all Kojima's doing.
No, it
I think
definitely
he's
wasn't.
like, first you take it away,
Then you make him not
you
thick.
undefine his ass.
I want my Snake thick again.
Nani?
Nanny. But we'll go down to the memes, right? Like there's is that the video? Aye, so
I'm trying
there
to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick.
this is the original one, right? I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. So I will just listen to it.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clamp from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Honey, you suck.
So that was somebody trying to do the voice, right? And then you've got David Hayter doing it himself.
What?
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
But I'm dummy thick.
Hayter said in a tweet that he personally recorded himself saying the words dummy thick for a friend's son who is active on TikTok. That's obviously the boy in the video.
Aye.
Every time I hear it or think about it, I start laughing. He's just so angry by the end. Solid Snake cannot abide his ass clapping alerting the guards.
That'd be amazing if in the next Kojima game, like, you move too fast. It's not that the guards are hearing your steps. They're just hearing
Wait.
the entire time.
Trust, go back to that.
Right, what are we looking for?
I'm waiting for it to load up. I'm waiting for it to load up so I can read it myself. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Like, we were just reading. If you want to make haters say something equally ridiculous, go on ahead and check out
Check him out on Cameo.
$50, he'll wish you a happy birthday, or I don't know, recite the lyrics to "Twerk" by City Girls featuring Cardi B. Find the video right now.
It's linked. Oh wait, oh no, it's not. Oh fuck's sake! It just goes to the official video. Fuck's sake.
So it does. This goes to the official video. Boo.
Oh, I bet it was like,
Boo.
you know, somebody got that privately done, or that's them just saying, "Oh, you could theoretically have him do that." I would stop.
No, you done it. You done it, and you're not showing it to everyone because it's yours now.
I'm going to head on over
Like
to
when
Cameo
Captain
and be
Raymond
like
Holt
that.
told-
Does a favour, David. Gives a cheeky wah.
Just wow.
Cheeky wah.
It's like when Captain Raymond Holt told what's Peralta, "Oh, do you want to know how I hurt myself? I was hula hooping." Shows him all the pictures and goes, "And nobody will believe you," and deletes the pictures. That's what it's like. You just Raymond Holt us.
I would love Trust if you I'm betting that Hater must have like some sort of green screen or something like that, and you can just pay him to go, "Did I?" that would be
super good. That would be super good.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a pound for the bus?
Oh, I'd love that.
You don't have to be a dick about it.
That wasn't the right screen. There we go.
Give egg now.
Give egg now.
Give egg
What?
now. You weren't here for the egg meme. Yaldi drew a version of Sonic the Hedgehog that he calls Raunchy, the egg hog. And instead of trying to gather rings, he gathers eggs. And it's like a wee comic. It's got the 4 screens and it's Raunchy, man. And he's up at Dr. Eggman going, "Give egg now."
Oh, I need to see this shit. If you can, link it in chat or something like that.
I don't have the links, but Yaldi will. Yaldi definitely will.
Mate.
But oh man, Snake in his thick ass.
We'll make a mascot of him and put him in the hype train.
Oh my god, Esther had the best idea ever. Feature him in the hype train.
Hype train, that is fucking hype.
Hype train. I'm going the wrong way.
Colonel, I don't know the words to this bit, so I'm just going to dance around.
That would be brilliant, and actually, like, do a wee bit with Snake kind of jumping about. So I'm just gonna jump around and say "hype train" in your face, Colonel.
That would, I think, if it is only for $50, you could probably just pitch that together and get it as part of the hype train.
Aye, and be like, yo, does a solid, mate. Does a solid.
Killie, you could just put in $48 of it, right?
Yep.
Yep, fantastic.
But who all played the Dreamcast when we were young and impressionable? Who all played the Dreamcast?
My sister had it.
Did we like the Dreamcast? Did we?
I touched the Dreamcast controller once and went, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh well, Stewie, we've got good news for you, mate. They've redesigned the Dreamcast controller this
Holy
week.
fuck!
Hey! So let's have a look at the Dreamcast fucking controller
off,
being redone. Right,
Has he got one?
there it's there. There's there. I think that's the original one. Right.
Aye, that's the original one.
Aye.
With the little Tamagotchi thing as well.
No, Hello Kitty.
Aye, that's the original one with the like D-pad and that about a mile away from your thumb. Aye, the controllers were terrible, right? So Retro Fighters is a family-owned. Oh, hold on, I need to read the tap. The original Dreamcast controller is a thing of beauty, but it lacks some of the features and ergonomic design that make modern controllers so pleasant to hold. Accessory maker Retro Fitters' next Dreamcast controller brings the classic design up to date. Retro Fighters is a family-owned company that has already produced modern takes on the N64 controller and has a model coming soon for the Sega Genesis and Saturn. So they're redesigning all the controllers. The company makes...
Genesis. Wait a minute. The Genesis controller was amazing.
The Genesis control. Well, the only problem that there was with the Genesis controller was the fact that there were 3 buttons in a line. You know, if you wanted to press A, C, A, B, you had to go.
For most of the games, all the buttons done the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It didn't matter what you pressed.
They were odd jump. Yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, yes, that's what I was saying.
They were all jump. Yeah, they were all jump. Every single one of them was jump.
Nah, mate, no, it was Alien Storm. Does anybody remember playing that game on the Genesis?
No, I don't remember Alien Storm. No.
Oh my god, I would say like side-scrolling shooter and just
There's only three games that stick out in my mind for the Genesis that I remember. The Sonic games, I count them all as one. The Sonic games, Echo the Dolphin.
Brilliant game. Absolutely amazing game, Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin. And the third game I remember is PGA Tour Golf. I can't remember the exact year, right? But the reason that sticks out in my mind is because my dad used to get his friends over on a Saturday night to get a few beers and that, and they'd sit and play the Mega Drive, and they'd sit and play that golf. I remember getting up one night, and I went into the living room, and I was sitting with him for like 5-10 minutes, right? And obviously you'd prize winnings, and that's how you decided who won. Me as like a 4-year-old kid. So, Dad, how do you get the money out of it? Right? And my dad's pal Ted, he goes, "Oh, Graham, son, you never get to see it, but once we're finished the game, it kind of prints out the front." And I'm sitting like a couple of years later, like, yes, I've fucking done a tour. I've got 60 grand, like, yes, print out. Where's the option? Mate, I spent more time than I should have looking for that option to print the money out.
and Grim, ToeJam, I mean, the three games COD mentioned there, I wouldn't have done the golf, but ToeJam and Earl was my third amazing game on the Mega Drive. I loved ToeJam and Earl, it was hilarious.
I never played ToeJam, but I heard so much about it. Didn't you guys ever play Alex Kidd?
I don't remember that one either, no.
Alex Kidd was mainly a Master System game.
No, but Alex Kidd as well, on the Genesis, if you played a Genesis without a game cartridge inside, it would default to Alex Kidd.
No, that was the Master System too.
Was it the Fuck!
Honestly, Stewie, come on, get with it. Get your Sega.
Oh man, now I feel so bad.
I am so out of my depth right now.
Did you ever touch a Genesis system?
Stewie, how old are you again?
25 on Thursday.
25, right. Do you guys want to know what my first ever console was?
Yes.
No.
Tell us.
PlayStation.
PlayStation 1,
Not
was
the
it?
The PlayStation 2.
What?
What the fuck, man?
How?
The PlayStation 2 was my first ever console. Then it went to the Wii.
Oh,
then
wow.
I got a 360. Then I got an Xbox. No, wait. Then I. Wait, did I?
Xbox One or PS4?
Then I got an Xbox One. Then I sold my Xbox One to get a PS4. Now, it was only now that I've got into these old games. I've played Nintendo 64, and I've played all the titles through emulators. But
you can't play N60. You can't play N64.
Oh, you fucking did you bite me? Oh, what a timer as well!
No, you can't play N64 games on emulators. You have to play it with like the janky ass controller because your sat going, it's 3-pointed. What'd you say?
Yeah, I know, like I've played GoldenEye on a Nintendo 64. I've played the Star Wars game that came out. You know, I think it was called Rogue something, where you flew about.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron.
I played Rogue Squadron.
Zelda?
And there was one other game I played. No, I played it through an emulator.
Oh, such a good game.
It might have been Perfect Dark. Star Fox.
That one slid past.
But
it was it's only like recently, like the past 3 years, that I've got into like the more retro games. Like, put it this way, I so wish I played this when I was younger, right? But all I'm saying right now, fuck Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
I was always a Street Fighter player. I didn't really play Mortal Kombat.
Street Fighter is much more fun.
But you're gonna get hate for saying fuck Mortal Kombat.
Get it absolute fuck.
I'm sorry. Every time I played Mortal Kombat, I'm like, it's all right, you know. But fuck it, Street Fighter is where it's at.
No, I've never been a fan of the Street Fighter games. Like I was playing Mortal Kombat SNES, and that was even though I was absolutely shite at it. It was still one of the best, if not.
Ryu would Shoryuken the fuck out of Scorpion.
Aye, but Scorpion doesn't fucking die, so that's the point. He can Shuriken or whatever Shoryuken as many times as you like, and Scorpion's just sat going, "Aye, daggy as shit." That's it. Like there's no contest about it. But in any case, yeah, how the fuck did you only start off with a PlayStation 2? I mean, are you the youngest are you the oldest in your family? Or aside from your parents?
He's an only child, do you know?
I'm the only child.
Fucking hell, you
My
got
well,
shit childhood.
I grew up.
I'm not
with
another
my
one of them.
grandparents. Oh no, I grew up with my grandparents, and I grew up with my grandparents. My mum lived with my grandparents and my uncle as well. So all my gaming experience at the very start was via my uncle, and the only PlayStation 1 game I ever got to play was Wacky Race Crash and Dash, which is awesome. I still play it. So that was like the only game I really got to play, and it was when I was 5 years old I got given a PlayStation 2 with Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup
Fucking hell.
and the Bugs Life kart game, because I've noticed a trend that if something was popular back in the early 2000s,
It was
there
a
was a
kart game.
racing game for it on the PlayStation 2.
You're so right. You're so right. There was a fucking karting game for almost everybody. Everybody's like, oh, we can do a Mario Kart with our characters in it, can't we?
No. I mean, a lot of them were shite, but Crash Team Racing was a good game. That's what I'll say.
It's the one game my wife will play is Crash Team Racing, even today.
What? Won't she play Crash Bash? That was also a great
She
choice.
won't play anything but Crash Team Racing. She's weird.
But well,
Get on the bin.
it is
Fucking divorce.
I'll just put it on the
it's
bin.
weird because a lot of my
She'll get
gaming
out.
memories come from like a lot later in life, and it's kind of weird because it's kind of like I'm sitting here next to Cod, who is like
Are you?
a third.
Did you?
Aye, look, I'm teabagging you.
Oh, he's... oh no.
But like, it's weird because like you guys obviously like your first games were like much older games that helped define gaming.
My first game was
Whereas,
pure
like-
cliche as fuck. My first game was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Your
Never.
first ever game.
That was,
First ever game was Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah.
and the weird thing about it is that I only wanted the PlayStation 2 because all my mates had a PlayStation 2, and even then, all I really done was play the Lego games. The first game I properly fell in love with wasn't even for the PlayStation 2. I got given a Nintendo DS for my birthday with Pokemon Diamond.
Diamond. Oh wow, you went late to the party.
My first game was Pokemon Diamond, and then through one of my mates, his big brother was getting rid of his Game Boy, which in my opinion to this day I think is still a mistake, and he gave me Pokemon Blue. And that's when I fell in love with Squirtle. And Pokemon was the first game that I properly like molded with. I didn't leave the house without Pokemon.
Oh, mate,
Jesus,
Pokemon was the first game that I was overly addicted to as well, man.
Pokemon was a huge.
It was groundbreaking.
Still.
It was groundbreaking,
Oh, yeah.
man. It was a different world. Pokemon was a different world, man.
I've never ever played a Pokemon game.
Okay.
You get him in the bin.
I can totally understand why you wouldn't, because some of the aspects of the games were not the best. Like even now, I mean the whole gotta catch 'em all.
Stewie, you don't have to say stuff just to make Killie feel nice,
Why?
right?
No, I
Nice of someone
personally
being
like.
nice about.
No, I'll be honest. I played. I've got a brother who's 2 years older than me, so we used to kind of share some stuff. So we used to play.
Oh,
I played
you're that
Pokemon.
brother, the one that
Yep.
I had a wee brother that was 2 years younger than me, and he used to steal all my stuff when we were growing up, all my clothes.
No.
He used to wear them all, and then now when we're older, I go back and steal his clothes.
No, it's not. No, it's not
Sorry,
that. It's
sorry,
that we both got. I think it was Game Boy Colors. Yeah, I think we both got Game Boy Colors. I had the yellow one because it came with Pokemon Pinball, which was also a pretty good spin-off game. But we played Pokemon Red and Blue, and then we got, was it Platinum and Gold? Trust you'll know.
It was
Was it Gold and Silver?
I think it was
I
gold
can't
and silver.
remember.
I think it was gold and silver. Yeah, platinum and that
We
came out
played
after it because they needed extra
Yeah.
names to call them. And then
Aye,
Rubies and all that
exactly.
came out, didn't it?
I remember like by the time that I had finished off like Silver, because he wanted Gold and he wanted Red, I was already bored as shit with them. Because I mean, the thing was, you had your set strategy. By the time that you went through your second playthrough, you already knew, okay, this person has this Pokemon counters it, yada yada yada. So how many times you actually sat going, fucking yes, Metapod! Yes! How many times did you actually sat doing that? No, you were just going, oh, fuck's sake, run away.
I
Fuck's
done
sake,
that.
run away.
That's how I played Pokemon. Yes, fucking yes.
Everything, yes! So excited about everything that comes out of that fucking little bush. Yes, Ratata.
I played Pokemon Blue to the death. To the death.
Rat-tat-tat-tat.
I also remember fucking my brother over because I never had the consideration of. Do you remember the old Game Boy Link cables?
Yes.
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 Well,
so we
no,
used to.
but yes.
So we used to obviously trade Pokemon using the link cable between each other, and I had. Well, Killie just seems so fucking happy.
Oh, sorry, should we go to more English? Should we talk about Pong?
That's an age dig
No,
again.
you just keep fucking going, man. I don't mind. I'm listening.
I fought my brother over so badly because it was the case that I was a lot further in the game and he wanted to power level his, was it Porygon?
Polygon.
Polygon, not Porygon. I'm sure there's one that.
Wait, was it not Porygon? Because they couldn't call it Polygon.
I think it was Porygon, and then there was Poliwag or something.
Poliwag,
like
you're right.
Poliwag was like the weird one with the weird circle.
Yeah, and then that turned into Polywog.
It's Porygon, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get back
Porygon.
up there in the chat.
He traded that across
Polygon
to
Z
me
as well.
Yeah, he traded that across to me, but I remember pulling the
He
link
was
cable
sleeping
out
when he
before
traded it across to you, wasn't he?
No, I pulled it out. I pulled the link cable out, and for some reason, this is where I actually discovered the whole. Okay, all right, electricity doesn't just stop there, because I had this idea that we spent the next 2 hours him sending all of his best Pokemon across me, because I thought if he went with the trade, it would push the Porygon into my Game Boy as well as the other ones that came in. I mean, I was fucking 5 years old or something like that, so I mean. I thought it physically went through the cable like that.
Picture a wee Porygon running through the cable like that. I'm coming, Stu.
I'm stuck in here.
I'm coming, Stu. I'm coming.
But then, just to add on to what you were saying, Trust, first game I ever played, Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the SNES. Amazing one. I still download it every now and then and emulate it on my PC because it's that good. The soundtrack as well from it was amazing.
What was was there ever a game that completely captured you when you were a kid that wasn't Pokemon? Because for me, there was a game that I played loads and loads and loads, and then I forgot all about it until I was 24 or something. It wasn't Metal Gear, it was called Alundra.
Oh.
Alundra,
aye. It's a Zelda clone. I never ever played the Zelda games, do you know what I mean? And I played this Alundra game and I loved it. And then when I was 24 or something, I was like, what's this game? I tried to find out what it was and I was like, fucking holy shit, that's a game I loved, and they brought out loads of Zeldas. Do you know what I mean? I could totally have been playing the Zeldas, man.
That game to me would be Donkey Kong Country. Not Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong 64.
Donkey Kongs were great, but weren't they? Donkey Kongs were great fun, man.
I loved I still investigate about DK64 now. Do you know the red box you used to have to stick inside of your N64 for the likes of Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong? Turns out Rare outsourced the vast majority of the development for Donkey Kong, and they did such a shit job of it. That was the reason why they needed to create it, was because they couldn't optimize it enough. They actually had to increase the RAM in order to cope with it. But the likes of Perfect Dark, they put all of their A team on, so that was actually why you had such amazing graphics and so much character work and stuff like that inside of Perfect Dark. That was an amazing game as well. Great speedrunning as well, just as a heads up.
What about you guys? Is there any game that you are particularly fond of for your childhood?
Killie Pong?
First, considering he's been ponged.
It's not Pong.
It's
all right, go on. What do you think it is? Come on.
I was gonna say Tennis with Friends on the old oscilloscopes.
I don't really know. Was it the first Castlevania for the NES?
No.
It's a genuine guess.
That's a good
Was
shout.
it Kebab Simulator?
It's a good shout.
Let's see if we can guess console then. NES. Was NES went it?
Nope.
Oh,
No,
right. Do we have a guess at console?
Master System.
Nope.
The old wireless.
Viper, come on, man. Come on.
Nintendo 64. I'm going to go Nintendo 64.
No.
No. Right, Kelly, what was it then? Tell us. Put us out our misery.
It was actually on the Spectrum, the ZX Spectrum.
Oh God!
I don't even know what this is. Hold on the new man.
You've never heard of the ZX Spectrum before? It was it was
a thing
like
of beauty.
it was an absolute pile of shite nowadays. But nowadays, but yeah, it had some pretty fucking good titles.
Sarah's gonna know what I'm gonna say.
Was that one of the typey ones?
No. It's you did have other shit on it. Kasara, yeah, it's Spectrum best. Getting told.
Manic Miner on the fucking Spectrum was the most amazing game I've ever played.
Manic
Fucking-
Miner, I don't remember.
And I think it's only because it's the first game I ever really get into is why it's such fun to me. It's probably shit if I tried to play it now. In fact, I don't know why I'm pretending. I tried to play it last year. It is really shit to play it now.
Here's the ZX Spectrum here. Here's pictures of it. It's got a fucking cassette player on it.
Aye, that's it. It didn't used to always be
the
cartridges and
That's
stuff
the
like that.
ZX2.
Wait,
That's
so-
one there on the left. That's the original one I had.
This
The
one
rubber
here.
Keys. Yeah, rubber keys. It's fucking amazing. You had to plug an external tape deck into it.
An external tape deck. God, takes you to
Yep.
Wikipedia.
It was great.
But
Though
wow,
it
man.
that wasn't working very well, so I did get the 2 in the end with the one.
That's a console I've never heard of, and there was 2 of them. Wow.
Why is there a tab on your thing that says IndiScots sausage?
That is what's it called?
That is
Darkcast.
Darkcast, yes.
That's Darkcast. Don't worry
Aye,
too much.
That was Darkcast.
I just saw it. I was like, sausage? What the fuck?
But aye, we'll watch a wee clip, right? We'll watch a wee
What
clip.
of
Fa-
what of
fa- the-
Darkcast or?
No.
Oh shit.
His hand just fell off. He's just walked past you. Please die to the Please die to the game.
It's brilliant, man.
Yes!
Danger!
Yes!
Killie, do you want me to call Vanessa? You can do it.
Hey, at least my controller was the wrong way fucking round. You just failed out.
Yeah, he was playing with the controller upside down. Yeah, so
I know, but still, it's
No, there's no still. It was an impossible task to do.
hey, Darkcast did quite well in Metal Gear Solid 5. Granted, Yaldi was explaining where to go, but still. Oh, wait, no, he was blindfolded.
that was the blindfolded one. Yeah, I had Kelly telling me where to go today, man. I felt like you were purposely trying to sabotage me, Kelly.
Blind leading the blind.
I saw that on the way home. It was beautiful. It was just you guys going. No, it was when you were Yaldi was playing blindfolded. Both of you, right, left. You're looking down. Left, right, left. For fuck's sake!
Aye, it's quite a fun challenge, that one. It is quite a fun challenge.
You honestly sound like my girlfriend whenever we're in bed.
Right, left,
Fucking hell, Stewie, what the
right. You're
fuck?
looking down. For fuck's sake!
Hi, Stewie's girlfriend.
She's nailed on, unfortunately.
In terms of games that properly gripped me, I was gripped by games, but I was very late to the party, and it was Skyrim.
Skyrim
good
was the
choice,
first game you were
Skyrim.
overly addicted to. When you
Well,
get in
I
trouble for
wasn't
not eating your
that,
dinner
yeah.
and all that. You
Yeah.
can just imagine
Well, my
Viper
mum's-
as a kid, can't you? And his mum being like,
Viper, get down here and eat your dinner now. You need to eat your dinner to grow big and strong.
turns out Skyrim's why Viper's still only 5'2".
It probably is. Like I spent so much time like. Must find the Ethereum shards.
I'm guessing you just power leveled yourself by doing the smithing iron daggers, didn't you?
Nope.
No. I did that. Fuck
this
it.
was it was the first game that I managed to properly lose myself in because I basically became my character,
fuck.
and my character was a dark elf, and it was the first ever character I ever played, and I loved it so much because nobody could set me on fire.
I thought you would just play as a Norse fidget. Norse Fidget Midget.
Norse
No, I
Fidget.
did not play it. Sadly, the dwarf race was not available in Skyrim. But oh god, I think currently with Skyrim, I've had about 12 playthroughs, and
12?
At least 6 of them have been with Dark Elves.
Suppose I say I'm like, you've played one game 12 times, and then my brain was just like that to me. You played Metal Gear Solid 4 fucking 16 times in a week once. Oh, I saw that.
Nah, I played a shitload of MGS2 though. That was where I started. I've not actually played the original Metal Gear Solid, and I've never tried the original Metal Gears on. Oh, what was it called again? Killie, you might know.
MSX.
It was, MSX. That's
MSX.
it. Yeah,
yes.
the I Feel Asleep game.
But Killie, what was the link you put in for the Everjane, the virtual world of Jane Austen? What's that? Tell us a wee bit about it.
That was a game that someone reminded me that my wife has played another game, and the one she played was a Jane Austen. That was you just posting the link to it because Estevarius asked about it. Yeah, there it is. Believe it or not, it's one of my most watched YouTube video. Is me and my wife playing that fucking game. We tried to get married, and the guy turned us down. It was most upsetting.
Well, you need to. We need that. That needs streamed, man. I need that in my eyeballs on a weekly basis.
I mean, if there's Oculus support, then I'm fucking in as well.
Has anyone ever watched some of the Vive games that you can get and they're made in Japan, and some of them get really, really fan servicey, and you start wondering to yourself, I feel a bit dirty because I'm watching this. Is this even allowed on Twitch? Because I've seen a Twitch stream where a guy is playing and his like Japanese wife who comes in and he just slaps her tits and they bounce.
But it's the rule is on Twitch
Looks at it and goes.
But if it's in a game, the rule is on Twitch. If it's in the game, if the original game, and what you're showing on stream is unmodded, it's fine. It doesn't matter if, well, I don't know, maybe I've got to use virtual
Which
sex
is weird
there
because
as
they
a
banned
fucking.
Honeypot.
Do you know what I mean? But virtual sex maybe is a wee bit banned on Twitch.
It's not modded.
But then there are also a few just sort of like absolute banned games, like
I think if the game is based, I think if the game is based just around having sex, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
No, I think you can actually play the Leisure Suit Larry games, but those I don't think you ever actually get laid in them.
Yeah, they're a bit.
You stream the.
So it's like real life.
The pickup game. You know that pickup artist game? The people been streaming that like mad.
Pickup artist game?
Don't know.
Yeah, it was like a multiple choice thing. And
That's the live action one, ain't
like,
it? Jonah Bob was playing that a few weeks ago. I watched him play it. Aye, it's like it's obviously all recorded in studios, Stewie, and it comes up. See, it makes you choose. It's almost like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it looks, man, with the 4 choices, and you have to choose the choice, and it'll play the video, and whatever will happen, and it'll. Do you know what I mean? The video maybe end negatively and you failed and you have to go back and choose the next one and watch the next one. So it's as if you're controlling the people. It's as if you're controlling a soap opera. It's kind of like The Walking Dead except using real people. And you go back after every choice.
Stuart will remember this.
Aye. It looks alright. It does look alright, but it looks overly soap opera-ish. But aye, let's go back to the... And we've still not seen the new Dreamcast controllers redesign.
We were just focusing on old ass games.
So aye, there's the redesigned controller for the Dreamcast. It actually looks pretty sweet, man. But you can tell that's a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, all controllers nowadays are that shape.
Well, no, it looks more like an Xbox One.
It's ergonomic for the hands. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like. It's the most comfortable shape that you can do. It looks as if they're basically stripping out old Dreamcast ones, taking the circuitry from it and placing it into a new shape. So they still have to have that sort of U shape on it. But at the same
they need
time,
a similar shape. Yeah, you're right, because there's the circuit board right there, and it's just taking out and putting into something, just into a new container, pretty much. But Retro Fighter's next generation Dreamcast controller is currently in the middle of a successful Kickstarter campaign, having raised £77,000, £58,956. Much more than the $13,000 total, almost 10 grand total. The company plans on shipping the controller September to backers who pledge at least $43, 33 quid.
Yeah,
Is it worth
they're
the
at
33
93,000.
quid? Is it? Let's have a wee debate on this. Is that worth the 33 quid? Because they did not produce the circuit boards. If they could produce the
No.
circuit boards, do you know what I mean? And from that, for me, it's not worth it.
If they're
Nah.
recycling old circuit boards, though.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. Okay, circuit boards are pretty cheap to print anyways. Like, that's probably one of the cheapest parts of any sort of computer. Most likely, the actual circuit board itself costs less than the plastic and stuff like that to actually make the controller. So you can argue it either way, is what I would say. I mean, it's fucking expensive for a Dreamcast controller, but yeah.
Well, there's a wee bit more, right?
Depends on the
They use the original circuit board to a degree. Creating a new Dreamcast controller isn't quite as easy as it is for other consoles. Changing the shape and swapping out those sharp grips for softer rounded ones is easy enough, but the visual memory unit and vibration packs that slot into the middle of the Dreamcast controller use a proprietary port that can't be bought off the shelf. So Retro Fighters built its own ports and programmed its own software to give the new controller VMU and vibration support. It took 18 months to research and development to create the working prototype. So yes, it is worth the 33 quid.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if they've had to develop that sort of shit, then that's worth it. Trying to pay obviously the developers and shit for their time. But if it was just into new shape, then there's no point in spending 33 quid on it.
Yeah, but like I say, they had to redesign the ports, and they've probably, like, the vibration pack was in the middle of the controller, and that's why. I mean, look at the size of the middle of the controller, because they've got it in the middle of the controller for the original, right? And then you look at the new controller, and I bet you any money the weight packs are down here, and the wee hang-off bits. Bet you any money they're down there. That's where the vibration packs are, the same as PlayStation controllers have been since PlayStation 2. Same as
Yeah,
Xbox
that
controllers
sounds
have been
about
for
right.
years as well. So that's why they've been able to make the controller, like, you can just imagine, can't you? They were making that Dreamcast controller. I mean, look, they've got this big nice circle, right? This really nice big circle here. And then they've just added this really horrible square onto it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But it's Hello Kitty. It has to be nice. One of the things I really hated about the fucking Dreamcast controller was the fact that the cable goes out from the bottom. It is the most uncomfortable thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you had the VMU, but the VMU was something that you could put in and you could take out consistently. The cable you can't remove.
but then if you put the cable at the top, and then you're going to have to remove that VMU all the time, that's going to cause some problems. It maybe cause some wear on the cable. Whereas down there, it's not going to be getting scuffed as much as you take things in and out. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to get bent as much. That's probably the
want a
decision
funny
for that.
story about this Dreamcast controller?
Yes, go for it.
What?
Funny story about the don't. Yeah.
Well, you stuck one
It was
up your
off-
arse.
Yeah, totally. It's still up there. The Rumble pack wasn't included, thank God. But,
Would have been no fun
was-
without it. Hey, can we move past that comment?
So childish.
I've not been able to move the controller, so I might as well move past the comment. I just had a massive flashback. I have played a Dreamcast,
Oh,
and the reason I remembered is because see the square in the middle where you put the extra packs and stuff.
yeah, the VMU.
Yeah, I remember. I think I was about 5-6 years old, and I didn't know what it was. And I figured it was where you put your snacks. So I just started storing a couple of crisps in there. Well, playing, going, thinking the people who made this are so thoughtful. They gave us a snack holder. I wonder if the next one would be bigger, so you could put like a whole tub of hummus in there. You know, like.
You need help, mate.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. I
To be
mean,
fair,
that's
my 6-year-old brain was amazing. My 6-year-old brain thought that wasps made syrup. They thought that if you turned the earth the other way around, everyone would have to start walking backwards, and thought that
I did at one point in my childhood think
it was
that
just
when...
clouds fighting each other.
Oh, that might go went really bad there.
yeah, that's what I just heard as well.
But at one point when I was a kid, the thought occurred to me, like, what if the earth isn't spinning, but when I walk, I'm dragging it towards me like a treadmill? And then the other thought occurred to me, like, what about that guy walking down the streets towards me? The earth can't be spinning towards the both of us. Do you know what I mean? We can't be pulling it towards the both of us. I had that thought when I was younger.
I don't really think I had any of these really deep philosophical or physics-based questions when I was younger. I think I'm trying to think about
I also stuck
what
my
I
head
even
through
was-
my front gates and got my head stuck in the metal bars. And when when my head was stuck through the metal bars, I was remember looking around and I'm thinking, oh, it's a nice day. And then I looked up at the clouds and see that way, like the ink blot test. There was this cloud, man. It was just
Russia.
a pirate ship. It was just a fucking pirate ship, man. I'm just like watching this pirate ship sail across the sky. And then the fire brigade came and I was like, oh, yous were quick. Mum was like, it's been 45 minutes. I'm like, oh, is it?
Nah, I don't. I mean, one of my mates will probably still have a video of this. Was when I was about 6 years old.
Thank you
so
for
I
the
think
tier
when I-
3 sub, Estevarius. You are a fucking
Oh, for
legend,
fuck's
son.
sake, he does it every time.
I'm proud of you all
don't
for
have
doing so well. You should definitely be proud too. We are. We gave ourselves a wee pat in the back. We gave ourselves a pat in the back.
Where's Thunder?
Thunder's there. Yeah, he said he's a wee pat
I was
for
waiting
Thunder.
for it. I was waiting for him to go. Oh, look at him.
Yes, dog.
Oh,
He
he's
is,
knocked out.
he is comfy.
I want to fucking scratch that tummy.
Vanessa's comment. Waiting for Vanessa's comment.
There it comes. There it is.
But yeah, like
Yay!
as the various says there, we done really well this weekend. We'll have a wee look at the total, see where it is. So the Game Blast total, where are we at? Game Blast, how good?
We're
How much
currently
have we
at
got?
450.
Right.
No, it's
What's his total?
87k.
Oh,
87
the
and a half.
actual.
87k.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's like
87%.
that's
fucking
another
excellent.
900 quid that's came in basically since we've started. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it ends tonight at 12 to midnight. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah,
I
it's
wish I had
actually-
more money in my bank account. I wish I
Yeah,
had more
it's-
money. I'd push it up to 500 because I like even numbers. But like, I'd give them as much money as they want. If I could afford that, I'd give them as much money as they want.
Fuck
Aye,
yeah!
I would be donating
wish
again,
that I
but my
had more
bank
money
account's
in
dry
my
now.
pocket.
I gave them all the rest of my money. I did. Does the 450 include the precision? No, actually, we're at 460 because my wee mum came on and she donated to the Just Giving page instead of our donation total.
Bastard. Sorry, what?
And I told her, I was like, don't worry about it, don't take it out because it might cost you a fee or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It might cost them an admin fee, so just leave it in. It's in the right place, mum. We're just going to put it there at the end of their streams anyway, so don't worry. My wee mum appear on the stream. Where do I donate?
Right. So in terms of the weekend, obviously, I'm gonna have to do my part.
Yes, you're getting bench pressed by Vanessa at some point this week. It will be shared on our social media. It will be
Yes.
coming.
And I will be trying to deep throat a red vine soon.
I thought you were only going to do that if someone pays the money.
No, he's doing it now.
If someone pays the money, then I'll do
No,
more.
you do. No, you do. Yeah, yeah.
Right. I'll do
Stu's
that.
like, you don't get to back out now.
Red vine.
Everyone has to deep throat something, so I'll deep throat red vine, right? For £5, I will lick the salt. For £10, I will do a little bit of cinnamon. For £25, I will do them both at the same time.
That's shit. Same time. Nah, £15 for both at the same time.
Aye.
No, 25.
He's no budging.
It's for charity.
Right, get that vine
Vine
down
20.
your gub. We want to see you gag.
Red vine. Gonna
gag.
Uh,
As soon as Viper does this, we'll show you the video of me and Kelly attempting it earlier, right?
I'm gonna see how long. Wait, how long is this? How long is this vine?
Pretty long.
It's roughly the same size as the hot dogs we were doing earlier, aye. So yeah, it's acceptable. It's accepted.
If it's not the same size, it's sticky. Therefore, it won't just slide down.
Well, I mean, if you take a look at it's advertised on the other side. That's the
I
size of
wonder
the
why they
hot
call
dog.
ye old hot dogs. Do you think hot dogs look like that in the Thicc? They processed hot dogs in a can with ye old hot dogs?
Yes, of course they did.
Right.
Get it, Roon, you.
Better be on the right
God.
screen.
Is his video just cut there as well?
All right.
Come on, man.
No, you keep my mouth wide open.
Fucking on it.
Push it.
Go on, you still have to finish it.
Get it in there. The consent has been given. You don't need to hold back.
Wait.
There we go. He's
I'm gonna
biting
just-
part off beforehand.
No. See, it's still there. I've just pulled my bin over just in case. Hold your thumb on the other hand. What, like that?
Wait, hold your thumb on the other. Relax your throat. Just let it
Just-
slide.
Preparing for spew, sorry. Right, come on, Viper. Do it.
Get it, didn't you?
Three good attempts is what we expect.
It was the face where he was like teasing it halfway down until he hit his back.
It's almost whispering to it, like, please. Right, we've got to go watch
Please be
this
gentle,
clip.
please be gentle.
Here's me and Kelly trying to do it at the same time, right?
Women, I respect you.
Should we talk
Aye,
Jonas?
guys, this is all for the benefit of special effect. If you've got a spare pound, give us a spare pound. It's for a great charity. It's for a great
It's
cause.
tough
It's to
to be a
help
supermodel.
disabled people. And if you've got a fiver, we'll spin the wheel for Stooey and Absolute Scottish. If you've got a tenner, you can make Absolute Scottish or Stooey gub the hot dog.
So, aye.
We go back to you when you're
God.
shooting out.
Wow, Killie is so close to fucking spewing.
Oh,
there.
Kelly was so close to it, yes. Just
That last word that I actually felt something come up, I was like, fuck.
Just bear in mind that Kelly had done 2 salt licks before then, so
Yeah, your stomach would have already been like
the
retching
stomach was
itself.
turning, man. Yeah, the stomach was turning. I mean,
Did somebody donate 10 or 5 or 10 for myself?
10.
10.
10? Who did
10.
the 10?
Who was it that done the 10? I can't remember who it was that done it, but you get voted the 10 for the hot dog.
Yes.
So you can do
Good
it
shout
again.
to everything. What?
Then you can do it again.
I've got an empty can, mate. Sorry.
He's getting
Do
the
it
hot
with a
dogs
can.
left. Gub the can.
It was your brother, Cos, that donated the tenner.
Oh.
Dear God.
It was my brother, yeah. It was
Oh,
your
the
mug gets
best
bullied at
thing
bingo.
Best thing I've got is an empty Dr. Pepper bottle, so
Oh,
here goes.
you don't want to put that in your stomach. What the
Look how red he turned and how quick he turned red.
It went further than I expected.
You're like a fucking beetroot, mate.
Oh man.
But right,
Right, I'll make a deal. £5 salt or cinnamon, their choice, or £10.
What, both together for £10?
well, I was just about to finish our donations and do the final donation. Because we're past 10 o'clock, it's almost time to finish. So here's a wee video of Matthew, so as you know what you've been donating for and who you're helping, guys.
Matthew is 11 years old. He struggles with his leg movement and body control as well. He went along with his 2 older brothers. They had a great time getting to play lots of different games and trying out the different technologies that are there to help and assist children to play with the games. And then subsequent to that, we've been loaned some equipment that he's been able to try out and here at home. So it's not a question of being rushed into choosing a particular technology very quickly. We've been given the opportunity to try things out and learning what's going to actually most suit Matthew's needs, and that's been a great experience. Like with all young children, Matthew wants to play alongside his brothers, and in the past it's been a bit of a restrictive process. He kind of relied on somebody playing it for him. Now with the equipment that we've got, he's able to get involved, play his brothers and also play against his friends. So we've seen his friends coming around, showing him how to use the games as well. So his experience of the gaming is much richer. This has been an opening for him that we wouldn't have otherwise had if we hadn't heard about special effect. It was kind of going nowhere for him, and now with the extra technology we've got, he's now accessing a much wider environment than he would have done otherwise. And so it's certainly improved his enjoyment of gaming, and it's opened up a new area for him to enjoy.
So there you go. Killie's going to donate the money from our PayPal into the special effect total.
Aye, yeah.
So, Killie's going to get on that now. But thank you for watching this week. Thank you for taking part, guys. It's been an amazing experience for us. I hope you had fun as well. And it's definitely going to change some lives. So thank you very much, man.
Thanks very much to everybody who came onto the stream. Thanks very much to everybody who was able to donate. Yeah, you can still do it through their Just Giving page, not just specifically through the one that we've got.
Yeah.
I mean, every little bit of money still helps out, and the cause is absolutely
IndiScots
amazing.
donated 50 quid out with a bang. IndiScots.
Oh, who's that?
It wasn't me. Thank you, IndiScots. We finished it up.
Wait, what?
Wait.
It wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me. Don't know
Fucking hell.
Somebody's.
It was me! No, I'm kidding.
It must have been an anonymous donation, and somebody's changed their name in it. Well done. Thank you very much, whoever that was, to see us out to our 500 total.
Thank you very much.
Hold on.
All right, on you go, Viper.
Oh,
this is how the podcast is going to end.
It's gonna. At least you got the bin nearby you. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh God.
Whoever that was, you are an absolute legend, man.
yeah,
Thank you so much for that. That is amazing. Killie, you should probably bring up the page just whilst he spews, so then we can quickly bring it up instead.
Yeah, I think I would watch.
That's far too much salt, you madman.
Get it done.
Hold on, I need to open it up so it's easier. That's heart attack on a spoon. You've clearly never been to KFC before.
I was about to say, you know what standard Scottish diet is like, anyways.
Lindsay King donated 15 quid. Thank you very much, Lindsay. I'm guessing that's you, Kasara. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks very much, Lindsay. Do it. That's the only tagline.
Right, how about that?
Up a bit.
Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
I can see the cinnamon. There's no salt.
Oh, Viper. Oh,
The salt's
man.
underneath.
Oh, my God. He's doing it.
That's way too much, man.
I'm going to do this. Oh.
He's got to deep throat the spoon with the cinnamon on it.
I was waiting to say, is he waiting deep throat the spoon?
Have a good one, guys.
Oh, shit.
The way that smug shit smile just changed.
I thought he was going to be able to keep the straight face.
That's probably just gonna make it worse. Oh my God. Oh.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Ow! I had a cut on my tongue I didn't know about.
Yeah, the what? Oh, cut. Oh, cut. Fuck. Ow. That sounds for a good cause, mate.
Ow.
Oh, jeez.
But yes, thank you to everybody who donated, including myself. Aye, good job, Graham. Thank you, Graham. Right, meant it. Thank you for donating, everybody. It's been a great experience for us. And Kelly's going to do the final donation right now. That's Stewie's page. So 515's get donated for us at IndiScots, man.
Once he does it, I'm going to give a wee clap for everybody who managed to help us get to that. So,
round of applause is a good idea, yes. We done and did a good thing this weekend, boys.
Wait,
did a good
we
thing.
might see his password. Killie, you may want to take your PayPal stuff off the stream.
Ah, it's fine. He's not going to have any money in it anyways after this.
Everyone, do the solid snake.
Is it cool to switch back yet, Kelly?
For half a sec what that was.
In fact, I can see.
She's going twerk, 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 twerk that ass like a fucking twerk day. Bitch, twerk that ass.
Did I?
Did you?
Oh wait, sorry.
Kelly,
sorry,
how
no,
long
it's-
is this taking to load?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not. You're not seeing the PayPal. That's why. Got the
Ah,
PayPal.
good shout. Did I?
Mate, I was flicking about the cameras and
Oh, there we go. There we go.
right, we're switching back to
Bring it back
Kelly's
up.
cam. Right, there we go.
Shit, I left marks on my wall.
So 515 is getting straight donated in for us. There you can see that we didn't take it for ourselves in case anybody thought we were going to. We were just doing it that way so as we can include everybody in the network and get as much hype out as we could to try and raise as much money as we could.
There you go. That's it done.
Thank you very much, Kelly San. I'll switch back to
Should we see the full total?
Yes, we've got to switch back to the total and redo that.
See the total just before we finish off.
Aye. So there we go. 87,912 quid. They're so close to their total. There's a few hours left. Hopefully they can get that last 13,000. That would be really, really good if they can. But from us, guys, we have had a great weekend. I hope you have too. Thank you from me. Thank you for Stooey for joining us, Kelly for joining us, and Viper for joining us.
What's up?
But also thank you to everybody who took part this weekend. Yaldi and Dakas coming round to my bit as well. So yeah, like I say, thank you Stewie, Kelly, Viper, and thank you to everybody else who took part. Thank you to the donators. We love you, and anybody you're helping will surely love you too. Good night, guys. We built this network.
We built this network. Scots with soul.
We built this network. Scots and soul. Build this network on Scots with soul.
Oi!
Cheeky wah!
Cheeky wah!
Why?